Alright, this is gonna be Persona 5 The Royal Part 8. Anyways, we're gonna end this evening with making battle tools.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew. Or will we?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And we have boosted our proficiency. Oh my.
Well then.
Hmm.
Well
Anyways, the cat reminds us that our hideout has changed.
We're about to head to the hideout too. Who's that?
Excuse me.
That's Nakamura. Mishima told us to meet him here in Shibuya today.
For real? My name is Nakanohara.
Sorry.
Natsuko Nakanohara.
Is that better?
The one who was posted about
Okay.
the Phantom Aficionado website.
He seems pretty nice. Doesn't seem like the stalker type. I think the change of heart must have worked.
The administrator of that website contacted me. They told me to look for someone in a Shujin uniform with a cat.
So, what do you want?
You may have already heard, but there's someone I wish to trigger a change of heart in. An artist by the name of
Jomama.
You think this is it? Is the people gonna confess his master's secrets?
His shadow did mention Madarame as well.
One of Mamara's fellow pupils. He gave me lodging at his home, where I thought only about art. I genuinely wanted to be an artist. There was another pupil as well. A very talented man, multiple years my senior. Obviously, Madarame kept tabs on him. Everything he made was claimed as a Madarame original. He wasn't the only victim, though.
Right. We got some real proof of the plagiarism.
In response to Madarame's actions, that senior pupil committed suicide.
Suicide?
He must have been unable to bear seeing his work praised under Madarame's name. That was when I disobeyed Madarame's orders and left. But he quickly pressured other parts of the art world, and my life as a painter was destroyed. I tried to turn over a new leaf, working at a ward office, but it was no use. My attachment to art warped my emotions. Soon I began getting attached to everything. In the end, I even turned into a stalker. I'd like to ask again. Please, make Madarame have a change of heart. Not only for me. It's to save the life of another man as well. Even now, there's still one young man remaining under Madarame's tutelage. I think he's about your age.
That has to be Yusuke.
Not only is he a talented artist, he also owes Madarame for taking him in after his mother passed. He is the perfect target.
So Yusuke's got no choice but to listen.
I actually spoke to him a few times back when I was still living at Madarame's. I asked him if he found it painful to stay with Madarame. And you know what he said? If I could leave, I would.
Kitagawa-kun.
I have no right to say this given my prior cowardice, but I don't want to see another suicide. I'd like to find a way to save this young man. He has a bright future ahead of him. Please consider that when thinking about changing Madarame's heart.
We've been asked to act directly on behalf of one of Madarame's victims. It sounds like we don't have the time to deliberate whether or not to change Madarame's heart.
Hell yeah! Madarame's just a piece of shit who preys on the weak.
Suicide. I'll never let something like that happen. Plus, we finally got to hear how Kitagawa-kun really feels.
Well, since we've reached a unanimous decision, how about we continue this at our new hideout? My fellow thieves, welcome to our new hideout. Our target this time is Madarame. We all saw that palace. We'll pay dearly if we assume it's just going to be like the last one. And furthermore, Lady Ann's chastity is on the line.
What?
We'll need to do what we did with Kamoshida. First, we secure an infiltration route in the palace. After that, we send our calling card. Once the treasure has materialized, we steal it.
Oh, I got a question. Madarame doesn't know that we were doing stuff in the palace yet? Why are we already getting treated like criminals in there?
You're learning, Ryuji. Well done. It must be because he doesn't trust anyone. Any unknown person may as well be an enemy.
Or maybe he's just super salty from all those rumors that have been spreading about him.
Then his palace being so crazy had nothing to do with us?
Either way, we should stay on our best behavior. It'll be harder for us to steal the treasure if we needlessly increase the security level.
We need to be careful of Kitagawa-kun this time too. I'm sure that whatever he sees will just get passed on to Madarame.
That's right.
Hey, what is Madarame's treasure going to look like anyway? Another crown?
I doubt that, but my sixth sense will know when I see it.
Oh yeah, you go completely nuts, huh?
Our time limit is when the exhibit ends, right? That means June 5th.
We'll carry out the plan after we've sent out the calling card. So our infiltration route will need to be set in stone 2 days prior on June 2nd.
Now listen here. We can't mess this up, no matter what, okay?
Okay.
Whew. Anyways, the cat says there are impassable barriers that we must achieve in the real world before we can go deeper into the palace. But oftentimes you have to get to that spot in the palace before to let you achieve the thing that it wants you to achieve in real life. In the game, anyhow. And various other things. Alright, let's see here. That's just our work I am saying, please come work. Takumi says, the warmer it gets, the stranger people act, like that perverted high school teacher. Has anyone ever studied the correlation between the rise in temperature and a rise in weirdos? Oof. There has been studies about temp rises and murder increases. She says, what do you want to do? I say, let's do a clinical trial. She says, alright, come to the back.
Please head to the exam room.
Oh my. Takumi says, here you go. The effects should be instant. She says, let's see. Your eyes are focused. Look this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing yet, huh? The inside of my mouth feels like it's burning. My nose is itchy.
Oh.
Takumi says the inhibitory effect is just as I had hoped. Your weight was the primary reason it took longer to kick in than I expected. Yes, this is what I get with teenagers. Oh my. We're making progress. Great progress. Practice makes perfect, right?
Hello?
Hello, Takumi, Medical Clinic of Internal Medicine. How can I help you? An emergency, but we're not a hospital. Besides, the head physician here is Tai Takumi. Ah. Awfully rude, just hanging up on a lady like that. I say, what was that about?
Oh.
She says he called the wrong number. An ambulance driver was looking for a transfer location. All the designated hospitals are full. Whew. Kind of scary to think that that's actually the case in this world we live in currently. Anyway, Takumi says to think they'd accidentally... God damn it. But to think they would accidentally call a general practitioner must have been a new paramedic. He seemed to at least know my name, though. You see, I've been blacklisted by the larger medical community. They call me the Plague due to a grave medical error I made. I say, what do you mean? She says, this goes back to my old job. I used to work at a university hospital in the city. I was never actually convicted of anything, but I'm still considered a pariah in the medical industry. Does that scare you? Participating in clinical trials run by a doctor like that? I'm just gonna say, I need the medicine.
You're right.
Takumi says, right, you're just a student preparing for entrance exams. I guess we're both equally shady, huh? Well, that's fine. Being ostracized has enabled me to focus on my research and development. Huh?
Something scratched your floor.
Oh, that's been there since I put the dog cage in. Yeah, it's a long time ago. Anyways, Takumi says, regardless, I look forward to working with you. I'll be sure to add some additional medicine for you, my little guinea pig. It feels like my bond with Takumi is growing deeper. The Death Arcana has leveled up.
Alright.
Oh my.
Hello?
She says the same thing. An order of teriyaki chicken, and then she hangs up. You're good for today. You can go home. Come again soon if you're still alive. Anyways, hanging out with Takumi has increased guts.
Take care.
Anyways, Takumi says, my little guinea pig, I have something to talk to you about. You haven't told anyone about my drugs, right? I'm just gonna say, of course not. She says, I mean, part of the deal is that you're strictly prohibited from sharing anything that happens here, so I guess I'll believe you for now. Feels like I've been getting a lot more patients asking for drugs lately. Wonder where they keep hearing about me. It's really bugging me. That's all I wanted to say, I guess. Okay, see you soon. Doom.
You're back.
Morgana says, don't forget to ask the airsoft guy about the paper bag. Anyways. Let's do a crossword puzzle. I can't do the crossword if people are here? Okay, bye people. Oh, dang it. Yeah, we can still figure it out. Malaise.
All right.
I see. Nice.
I forget where. Let's try this.
Please consider what I have to say. You. If you like. Very well.
Anyway, the orator is a former member of the legislative branch of Japan. Yoshida says the lines of what is considered right and wrong in society today have been blurred. With common sense no longer our guide, we make decisions based on our selfish wants and desires. This has resulted in a deluge of self-centered people who delight in taking advantage of the weak. However, even in this modern day and age, it is imperative that we act in the best interest of all. A world where it is acceptable to trample on the rights of others for their own benefit, a world where the young exist only to be exploited, is a world that must be changed. Anyway, the crowd says, easy for you to say. Old-timers like me have our hands full taking care of ourselves. A different person says, he's making some good points, but he's a no-name, he won't get too far. Nothing's gonna change, we'll just keep getting exploited. Wow. My friend Kyle might be that guy. Anyways. A different person says, what's this wannabe politician blathering about now? He isn't even affiliated with a party. Yikes. And that's again a huge oversight in how we think about people. The person continues, how about you just leave matters of the state in the capable hands of the Liberal Co-Prosperity Party? Yoshida says you mustn't base your decision on whom to support merely according to the party they belong to. Anyways, the person says, shut up already, you're washed up. Yoshida says if I'm chosen to represent the will of the people, then I am fully prepared to. He trails off. The young person says, in the best interest of all. Ha! Save the blathering for when you get elected. Rather, if you get elected. Ooh.
Thank you.
Yoshida says, thank you, that's all for today. What'd you think of my speech? I say, the best interests of all.
I'm glad.
Yoshida says, indeed, you feel the same? Such as I am, I'd like to believe that I'm capable of giving a moving speech. However, there are times like today when the audience has a difference of opinion on a topic. Some feel I should concentrate on getting elected before I worry about others. Do you agree? I'm gonna say you have my support.
Thank you.
Yoshida says, thank you. It's encouraging to know that my message has won you over. Besides, I've grown quite accustomed to those types of reactions.
No.
Although, I don't know if it's a good thing. Regardless, no matter what they say, I must continue on. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering myself. Kiba, hold on a sec. time. You're eating dirt off the ground? Come on. No. Come here. The last time we did this, you got sick. I'm sorry. Come on. I love you. You're cute. But you're going to bed. Come on. I mean, I feel bad, but the last time you did this, you drank Honey, you really should put this back up. It's daytime use only. Anyways, the pro tag says, I think I can learn a lot by listening to Yoshida's speeches.
Well then, I shall see you again soon.
So, it's you. You did use this line before, now that I think about it. I hope you understand. Allow me to warn you again. Don't involve yourself any further. Don't play dumb. I'm saying you're an inconvenience. I won't forgive you if you continue making a mockery of my sensei. Am I clear? This is a warning.
Oh, yes.
More useless trivia.
Here's a question.
This is it.
Oh, not bad.
Nice going!
I'm with the cat on that one. Raw. Whew. Ryuji wants to hang out, but are we going to hang out with him? Who knows? Let's hang out with Takumi again.
There's no one here. I apologize.
Oh, guess not.
I apologize.
Oh no. Mistakey. Huh? Oh, dang it. I'm clicking the wrong stuff. We're gonna study at the diner.
Oh!
We ordered a weird sandwich, I guess. Morgana says it does look good, but it probably tastes weird.
For real?
And the cat declares we have increased our guts by eating weird diner food.
Nice. Wanna head back?
You're back.
We're texted. Use K contacts on. He says, outsiders who do not understand my circumstances should refrain from butting in. If you continue to involve yourselves, I'll be forced to contact the police. Yeah. Same thing, same thing.
Oh. Okay. What do you want to do?
We're gonna go to the bathhouse. The kid says it's a bit too hot. I should get out before I get lightheaded.
What's up?
Morgana says, you're so red. Are you okay? I know it feels good, but don't overdo it. Apparently, we took the vapors too hard.
I'm so depressed.
Anyways, people on the train are talking shit about your beef bowl job. Apparently, the grades came out from the midterms from the last video.
Yeah.
Anyways, we scored higher than average. Yay, we learned stuff. Morgana says we should probably go to Mementos. Ryuji wants to hang out. An wants to hang out. And what's his name? I don't remember. The guidance counselor wants to hang out. So alright. Guess we're going to the castle. Palace, rather. But how do we get there? Where is the hideout? Let's say yes to this.
You okay?
Ryuji says the pollen's crazy. And yeah, we're just gonna jump in.
Now then.
Morgana says, I'm sure you know this, but the first thing we need to do is secure an infiltration route. Ryuji says, then we send the calling card. Yeah, we know the drill. Anyways, let's get ready. An is definitely not dressed as Catherine. Me and Ryuji are not naked, and definitely the cat is not dressed as Teddy. It's all in your imagination.
Come inside. We've much to discuss.
Anyways, Justine forces us into the Velvet Room. Doom. Igor says you've come. Your rehab seems to be going smoothly. I say thanks to you.
Excellent. I expect no less.
He's given us a gift. Apparently we can make traits get passed through.
Marvelous.
Too much tutorials, dude.
No slacking off.
Actually.
Hey. Come on.
The cat says, "What are you doing standing around? Get with the program." What an asshole. Let's... I forgot to check if I could get rid of some of my personas, so we'll check that really quick. Dude.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Listen up, in farewell.
So much useless dialogue.
Time for some work. You wish to perform and execute. Let us begin the search. Not terrible, but not select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Oh boy.
You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit. Not terrible, but not impressive. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Nope. Nothing I'm particularly concerned with.
You okay with this? You okay with this? You okay with this?
God, that's annoying.
You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Yeah,
You
that's
okay with
fine.
this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Its power will be nothing unusual. Its power will be nothing unusual. Its power will my.
Are you finished? What? No slacking off. Whoa!
Morgana says there are traps, but with too many words.
Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike.
through me. Okay. I can feel it.
Three of them, but we're the better team.
Got this.
Persona! Two enemies remaining. Don't let your guard down. Two foes left. Persona! Let's do this! Ready? My fur! Coup de grace! We all did great, huh? Nice work, team. This new skill suits me.
All right. I can see it.
Okay, we're done. Hurry up and move on.
No one can break.
I'll reveal your true form.
Wow,
Let's
that
go.
shadow was crazy.
Hold on.
Ooh, very nice. Boom time.
No way.
A spectacular victory. Whoa, a new move.
Okay. Focus.
Next.
I can feel it. Focus. Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike.
Persona! Ravage them!
Miss? Come on, Joker. I'll finish you. When you finish it. Let's do this.
All right.
Captain
Did it, Skull? You've got a new mask, Joker.
All right.
Hey,
On says, past here is unknown. Morgana says the security will probably get worse. Make sure you don't touch anything. Ryuji says, what are you looking at me for? Meow.
Focus. It's somewhere.
This feeling. This looks.
Shadow, what do you want to do, Joker? I'll reveal your true form.
Now's our chance to strike!
Persona!
Keep up the pace! That's 2 enemies down for Joker! Oh, want more attack!
Woodland Persona! Die already!
Joker's down! Come on, you better hold on! We're done here. Let's go! A spectacular victory!
Okay.
We defeat them.
It's somewhere. I'm getting some bad vibes from this guy. Show me your true form!
Alright, the first move is ours! Nice work, team!
Okay. Focus.
They were too weak to bother with.
Focus. Oh, what an idea!
Treasure chest spotted. Must be something good inside.
I have something. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Careful. Show me your true form.
Alright, the first move is ours! All enemies defeated!
Next!
Just what I'd expect from you, Joker.
Okay. Focus. No match for me.
A chest! A top.
I can feel it.
Hey, wait a second. You're just gonna ignore that golden sheen?
I would've.
Look at that luster. I know it might be tough to take with us, but don't you think it'd sell for tons?
Come on, we didn't come here to...
Get caught.
Wait, hold on, you're stepping on something.
Isn't this bad?
Oh no, I tripped the security.
You were the one making us be careful, too. So, what do you want to do? Run out of here?
No, passing through all of these lasers will draw far too many enemies to our location.
Oh, hold on! Joker's not trapped!
Sorry, Joker, but we're going to need you to search for a way to turn off these infrared lasers. This is a museum, so there has to be some switch to let the workers avoid these lasers. Find it.
It's somewhere. I can see it. I'll reveal your true form. Come! This isn't it. Athena Figaro! You're mine. Too slow. Useless. Okay. I have something.
Okay, we're done. Hurry up and move on.
Focus.
Yes!
Seriously, thank you.
I have something.
There's a dangerous one in there.
Rise up!
Marvelous! It exploded! Yes! Victory! Nice work, team!
All right, level up. Okay. I can see it.
They were nothing. Is this...
Yeah! Sorry. Whoa!
Wait!
As I was saying... Hey, what's that? Yeah! No.
The password is 07734, apparently.
Hey!
Yeah!
Nice!
I have something.
Sorry. Wait, for real?
Anyways, this whole thing is a gigantic explanation for treasure demons.
Let's go.
Some other way.
It tends to have one weakness, or crit hits.
Weapon Persona! Get right! Persona! You're mine.
There we go. Basically with the treasure demons, as long as you find out their weakness or crit hit them, they join your party if you talk to them. At least that's what I remember from the last time I played this game. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Ooh.
This sends... Ready?
Focus.
Anyways, that's just an optical illusion.
I'll reveal your true form.
Alright, the first move is ours! Ha! I missed! You're so gorgeous, Panther. This'll
Okay. Focus.
Nothing. Cut it out!
I'll reveal your true form.
Wow, that shot was crazy!
I'm gonna come out! Rise up!
Spectacular victory!
Hell yeah! A new move!
All right.
A stylish victory!
Show me your true form.
The price is off!
Okay.
Well, that's that. Now let's hurry up.
Anyway, there's some new traps. Ryuzu's like, we should get the heck out of here. There's something.
I'll reveal your true form.
Dangerous one there.
Rise up!
We're done here. Let's go. A spectacular victory.
Okay. I can feel it. Show me your true form.
Persona!
Okay. I have something. Focus. I can see it. I can see it.
Oh! Hey!
I can feel it. Show me your true form.
Now's our chance to strike!
Persona! Nice.
You should have done it! So, you're getting it! Take this! Failure! I got too reckless. I'll back out and focus on support.
There.
Wait, calm down. Alright, I'll look for a way out.
Something else. No.
Hold on just a bit more. There's gotta be a way out of this. Don't rush me. I'm looking for an opening. All enemies defeated. Just what I expect from you, Joker.
Power courses through me. All right. Focus.
A chest! Talk about luck!
Focus. Focus.
will seeds. Let's take it. Our first will seed of the palace.
It's somewhere. See it. I can feel it.
A safe room might be close by, Joker. Why don't we...
Whoa!
This is amazing!
Let's go!
Anyways, Skull thinks this room is suspicious. Yeah, I would prefer to save, but whatever.
Whoa!
Ugh.
Whoa! The hell?
Are these infrared lasers? There's no way we can get past them!
This level of security only proves there's something worth protecting up ahead.
Wait, there's something written on the sign. All personnel, this door can only be opened via the security room that lies beyond it. Please be cautious, as it is impossible to open from the outside.
So, it's never gonna open? How are we supposed to get past?
Wait, that door. I think I've seen that pattern somewhere. Oh, right! There's no mistaking it. That's the same door I saw earlier. Guys, let's head back.
Huh? Why?
I think I know what real-world door that's based on. There may be another way to open it. In any case, I'll explain later. Come on, let's go! Let's head back.
I can feel it. All right.
Do you need something?
Do you have...
Time for some rehabilitation. Let's exit. Now choose. Let us begin the search. You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive my.
Not terrible, but not impressive. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It will receive a fraction now for a rebirth.
Excessive power only leads to destruction. Not terrible, but not impressive. You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit. Not select the skills you'd like to inherit. Select the skills you'd like to inherit. You okay with this? Let us begin. You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit. You change your mind? Done already? What? No slacking off! Well then. Well,
Come on, man.
How are we supposed to get past that door?
looks like this is where I come in.
Mona?
I have a suspicious place in mind. Remember? This shack is the basis for Madarame's palace. I actually scouted it out the last time we were here.
Whoa. So this was your plan from the start?
Correct.
You only went scouting because you were bored.
So? Where's this suspicious place?
It's on the second floor. I noticed an unnaturally hefty lock on a door up there.
If it's locked, that means there's something in there he doesn't want people to see.
But don't we want to be opening the door in the palace?
Yes. And we're going to do that by opening the real one in front of Madarame's eyes. Basically, we're going to change his cognition that the door is unopenable.
In other words, when we open the one in Madarame's house, that area in his palace will open on its own?
I'm not really getting it. Is that gonna work?
Trust me, there's no chance it won't open. I think. You understand, don't you, Joker?
Well, yeah, but...
Why don't you trust me? It's worth a try.
But even then, there's still that hefty lock we have to deal with in reality, right?
That'll be a breeze. Just give me a hairpin and I'll handle it. It will take some time, though. Doing everything by myself in front of Madarame would be impossible. If only there was someone who could distract him for a while.
Huh?
Oh. Man, how are we even gonna get into his house? We'd get reported for sure if we force ourselves in.
What?
I guess the only way is having you go nude.
What?
Fancy you say that, Ryuji. I was just thinking the same thing.
This isn't funny!
We're not saying you should really get naked.
It's simply the best excuse for you to enter Madarame's house without raising suspicions. So we'd like for you to play the role of decoy, Lady Anne.
This is way too sudden! I mean, I don't even know where the locked door is!
Don't worry, I'll accompany you.
But that's still technically only me! Worst comes to worst, what if I get found out?
We can run into the palace. Or something.
Is that really gonna work? I mean, you're not giving me much confidence in this plan. Do I have to be the bait? But what if, you know, nothing.
All you gotta do is trick Yusuke, have him take you to that room, then just open the door.
You make it sound so easy. But if there's no other way, I don't have a choice. God! Fine, I'll do it. For justice. Seriously, you better pull this off.
If it's for your sake, Lady Anne, I won't stop scratching even if all my claws were to break.
We'll be counting on you, Morgana. Don't let Yusuke notice you, alright?
If he tries to force my clothes off, I'll tear that house down. I'm really gonna lose it if we do all this and the palace door doesn't open. Got it?
We're working to get dirt on that guy's crimes either way. It won't go to waste. Alright, let's get down and dirty tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Earlier the better.
Will Kitagawa-kun agree?
I don't know, just say something like, I really need it to be tomorrow. That should work, yeah?
Okay.
Anyways, An says he asked me to come by tomorrow. Ryuji says he fell for it. An says, do I really have to do this? I say, strip for him, An. An says, I'm not stripping. Ryuji says, this is a pain. We gotta open that door and have Madarame see it, right? An says, yeah, otherwise it won't change his cognition. Ryuji says, I don't get it. One more thing. Let us know if any weird shit goes down and we'll be there to back you up ASAP. An says, got it.
How its owner views the real world. So if Madarame's cognition of reality changes, it's only natural that his palace would be affected. And all jokes aside, we really will need Lady Anne to strip for Yusuke.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Now
What do you want to do?
make sure your clothes up.
Can I talk? Well then. Hey! Wow! Oh!
Today we're going over... Give me an answer.
This is it.
Precisely.
Nice going!
Anyway, more boring trivia. Skip, skip, skip.
I see. Well then.
On, Morgana, we're counting on you. Me and him are banned from going there, so all we can do is wait here.
No, you two have something different you'll need to do.
What do you mean?
You have to wait inside the palace. Once that door opens, sneak in and look for some kind of control room. We need to make sure the door can't close anymore after it's open.
Oh, I get it. Okay, you can leave that to us.
To think you'd really come. I assumed you were lying when you contacted me.
I'm sorry it was so sudden.
Oh, it's not a problem. But, as I told you yesterday, Sensei will be returning in about 20 or 30 minutes. So, I'm sorry if that causes some anxiety on your part.
That's why I'm here today, damn it.
What was that?
Oh, no, it was nothing.
By the way, have you gained some weight?
You think so? I weigh the same as always. Maybe I'm bloated today.
So then, can you, get ready here?
I need to take my clothes off, right?
Yes, please.
I'm embarrassed. Could you look the other way?
Oh.
Phew, that was tight.
Tight? No, I'm doing this for art.
Don't look over here, okay? Hey, your sensei's coming back soon, right?
I believe so.
Do you think we could do this somewhere else then? A little more atmosphere would be lovely.
Well, this should be good enough.
But wouldn't a room with a lock be a bit better?
A lock?
Must a girl say more?
But the only one with a lock is Sensei's room.
Then why not there?
I can't intrude. Besides, I don't have the key.
He says he doesn't have the key.
It's okay. That's why I'm here. I'll just use this hairpin.
Takamaki-san, are you about... You were wearing all this?
Don't you think it's cold today?
I suppose so. The sun is starting to set.
Right? That's why a change of location would be nice. I mean, I'm gonna take it all off.
True. It might make for a better picture if I can brighten my model's mood.
Uh-huh, that's right.
She may even be willing to try out various expressive poses for use in a dynamic composition.
What kind of poses?
Lady On, you have to act. Get back in character.
Let's go. I was just starting to get in the mood.
Wait, if you wander around, Sensei will...
Oh, it's so hot.
We really can't use any other room.
Hey, why not this one?
Please wait!
I'm counting on you, Mona.
Are they seriously gonna be able to pull this off? She was saying stuff like, I'll just seduce him with my acting, but that sounds out of her league. Plus, we ain't got one sign this place is gonna open. Isn't Madarame coming home soon? On top of that, even if Mona's able to unlock the door, how's he gonna show it to Madarame? And then even if they do show it open, any normal person would just close it right up again. Doesn't that mean we only got a few seconds to get in? To be blunt, won't it be a miracle if this works? I want to think that too, but it's almost time.
Please, can you just wait and...
What's past here?
That's...
So the door Mona mentioned is up ahead.
I keep telling you, you can't!
You're still not done? It's hard to do this with cat paws.
Is something the matter?
Oh, so, what is this room?
It's a storage area for old paintings.
Storage. Hey, Kitagawa-kun, why don't we do it in here? I won't be embarrassed if we go somewhere nobody can find us.
Only Sensei can go in there.
Please. I want to be alone with you. Somewhere like quiet. You know, where we won't get interrupted.
Is he really going to buy that terrible act?
Stay focused.
Hmm?
Oh, it's just so frustrating that my feelings aren't getting through to you. Kitagawa-kun, do you not like girls like me?
No, that's not true.
How is that working on him?
Please, we can continue this inside. Please, we can...
Sure. I mean, no, we can't go in there. It's locked anyway, so...
Fine. This is too embarrassing.
Heinous.
I'm leaving.
But...
Let's just do it in here, okay?
What do I do?
I'm home.
Sensei!
Yusuke?
All right, it's open.
Huh?
What are you doing there?
It's not what it looks like. What?
Not in there.
Nothing's happening. I wonder what's... It's off! They seriously did it! Yeah, for real. Let's go. All right. Yeah.
Doom, I tells ya. Doom. Well, we gotta fuck this guy up, because he's... Ryuji says, what do you want to do?
Hey.
I mean, there's no other option other than to kill it.
Sorry.
He says, let us through or die. And other words. Juicy. I know that's an ice demon. Too bad isn't here with her fire magic.
You cannot go any further. You are trespassing on Lord Madarame's territory.
You guys ain't got nothing on us.
Ooh.
I'm more scared of screwing up and having on yell at me. Come.
I'm gonna pick her up.
Ryuji says things are really tough when it's just you and me. It'd be a pain in the ass if we got spotted again. Anyways, let's turn off the security system. Naked. Or something like that.
Takamaki-san, this is bad.
Are these the lights?
What the...
Isn't this Sayuri? Why are there so many of them?
I have no idea.
Get out!
Sensei, what is the meaning of this?
I suppose I can't keep quiet now that you've seen this. Truth be told, I'm in severe debt. I handmade these Sayuri copies and have been selling them through a special connection of mine.
But why?
The real Sayuri was stolen by one of my pupils long ago. I assume they begrudged my strictness. That moment was quite a shock for me. Since then, I've been mired in a terrible artist block. Because of this distress, some of my pupils handed their ideas over to me from time to time. I knew I couldn't keep that up, so I attempted to recreate the Sayuri a number of times. However, it resulted in nothing more than replicas. That's when someone came to buy the paintings, knowing, well, they weren't original. It's all my fault. I couldn't pay the price of being famous. As expectations for me rose, it reached a point where I had no choice but to keep making them. I needed money to further your talents. I ask that you please forgive your cowardly teacher.
Please, don't.
Hold on, something doesn't add up. If the original painting got stolen, how did you make copies of it?
I happened to find a finely detailed photograph of it in an art book.
So you managed to sell copies of a photo of the original? I'm not sure how this works, but don't people who buy paintings generally have a keen eye for the fine arts? This sounds like a lie to me.
What would you know?
Something just doesn't feel right.
Lady On! This one seems different.
Sayuri. This is the real Sayuri. But you just said a moment ago that it was stolen.
That's a replica.
No, it's nothing of the sort. This painting kept me going. It's the reason I made it this far. Sensei, don't tell me.
It's fake. Yes, a counterfeit. I heard there was a counterfeit spreading around, so I bought it.
So you're telling me the actual artist behind the painting bought a counterfeit? That's pushing it.
You're lying, Sensei. Please, just tell us the truth.
You too? I've reported you to my private security company.
What?
I had it set up to deal with some problematic paparazzi, but I never thought it'd come in so handy.
Please, wait. Let's talk about this.
You could talk all you want to the police. That includes you, Yusuke.
Lady On, let's run!
A cat? Where did it... There's no point. They'll be here within 2 minutes.
Takamaki-san!
Yeah, let's go! Whoa! I have something. Hey, look!
Anyways, we disengaged the Security.
Whoa!
Ryuji says, let's make a run for it.
Alright.
I hope those two manage to get away.
I thought I was gonna die. Hey, will you let go already? Oh no! I didn't mean to push him so hard. Are you okay? Wake up!
Who are you all?
Calm down, Kitagawa-kun. It's me!
Takamaki-san. That means you two are... I don't recall ever seeing this cat costume before, though. What is this place?
We're inside Madarame's heart.
Inside Sensei's heart? I'm sorry, Takamaki-san, but are you sure you're feeling okay?
She ain't lying. This is what that bastard truly feels. He's nothing but a greed-filled money grubber.
Enough of this rubbish!
Kitagawa-kun, didn't it cross your mind that something wasn't right about Madarame?
That's...
You may not want to believe it, but this is another reality as viewed through Madarame's eyes. This is his true nature.
This repulsive world? Just who are all of you?
I guess you could say we're a group that changes the hearts of rotten crooks.
If everything you say is true, then the sensei I know doesn't exist.
You gotta snap out of it.
Still, he has kept me safe these past 10 years. My gratitude for that won't just disappear.
You're gonna forgive him? At this rate, you'll...
Are you okay?
I'm trying to be rational about this, but my emotions are overwhelming me.
Sorry, but we don't have time to dawdle. The security level's gone through the roof. We need to get out of here at once.
Yes.
We need to get out of here. That said, we have an amateur with us now. Let's try to avoid fighting as much as possible.
So this is inside of Sensei's heart? A vain museum such as this?
I can feel it.
This painting!
Do you recognize it? We were thinking these might be his past pupils or something.
But why are there paintings of them here?
Technically, those aren't actually paintings. They're the pupils themselves.
Madarame saw them as objects, so that's what they are in here. Oh, and we found yours too.
We'll talk more later. For now, let's get out of here. The exit is right there!
Who is it?